Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. So last day, what we learned what is Git, right? How Git works. Also, we install the Git installing, and then working with local repo. This is something which we did, and then followed by working with remote repo. And in this remote repo, we use GitHub. It can be anyone else also. I told you so many options are there: GitHub, Bitbucket, GitLab, Gerrit, uh, AWS Code Commit, Azure DevOps. So many options are there. GitHub is the one which we are using a lot. Working with remote repo. So today I'm going to talk about branching, okay, branching, then merging, and then conflict resolution. Okay, so these are the three things. Again, undoing, tagging, tagging, uh, stash. These are the topics. Did ignore some of the stuff which is important. So these are the topics which we'll talk about today. Also, if you have any questions, you can add me. I will cover that. After that, we'll move on to the GitHub. Some of the options which I want to show you at a GitHub. So we'll do that as well. Okay, so guys, uh, Git branching. So first of all, why we need it? Why we need it? Very simple, you know, uh, reason. Like, see, we commit the code always in the branch, always in the branch, main or master. It can be anything. If you're starting with the GitHub, then it will become main. But if you're starting with your local computer, it will come with the master. Both are same. Okay. I mean, same means conceptually it's the same. And then if you got the one commit, and this then followed by second commit, followed by third commit, followed by few more commits. So in Git, this is a parent and child relationship which get created. So parent for this is this one. Parent for this is this one. So when you call the child, this commit ID, when you call, all the parents will come along with it. That means whatever the code you have committed here, here, you will get it. That is how that Git is having the relationship. This is a this is the first commit without a parent. So this is how it works. So the question was, why do we need a branching? So every time we work on the Git, we work on the branches. By default, I don't know how many of you have noticed, but you were working on the master branch. Okay, so let me show you this just quickly. So here, this is the one directory. Let me create one more directory, repo one, and let me work with it. Git bash. Uh, Here, git init. Here, master. So this is the branch name. The beauty of the Git bash, like it'll tell you good colors and all, and it'll tell you which branch exactly you are. That means if I commit anything here, it will be master branch. Okay, so that is how it is. But you know what? Master branch is going to the production. Remember that. Master branch, suppose it's a main branch. Master branch is a main branch. So that will go into the production and make it live. Now, you know what? Many people are there who's also writing a bad code. Okay. So they write a bad code, they test it bad code, then often, I mean, gradually they correct the bad code. So if you commit everything in the master, that is a disaster, right? Because you know what, this guy is breaking the code, and probably this guy is fixing the code, and then a hell lot of things will come in the master actually in the production. So that is not a good idea. Sometime production will work, sometime production will not work. It will impact your user. Just imagine, let's say your Instagram you're using day and night, right? 5 minutes it will work, and after the 1 hour it will not work. How do you feel? Look at the frustration. Just feel the frustration. It's the same thing. So if you have multiple people working in a you know code base, then someone will break, someone will correct this, and this is keep going on. So what do we do? What is the good practices where we should not break the production? Production should have only the stable code. So what we do typically, we created branches. So here we created a branches. From here we created one branch, and this is the feature one branch. And from here you can create a one more branch, bug one branch. So bug branch and feature branch, what is the difference? So feature branch you create so you can develop, add a new feature. Simple. Some product you have it and you want to add a new feature, so feature branch you create. Bug branch you create because something you release in the production, and then top of that there is a bug on that server, on that version. So you want to fix that bug, and for that you create a branches. So these branches you can create for any region. You can create a branches for bug fixing. You can create a branches for new feature development. You can create a branches for the different team, different geography. You can create a branch for nothing. Why? Because branching is free in Git. It will not cost you anything. Okay, as many branches you can create. Okay, so now what we have understood, why we create a branches. We create a branches so we do not want to interrupt the mainline development. Same time we want to separate it out our work, and for the bug fixing and development. And once that the branch is stable, another branch, then if you think that this code is stable right now, then merge back to the main branch. So this is how it is happening. Are you okay with it, all of you? All of you?
Yes.
Okay. So now, what are the types of branches we have? Okay, types of branches. So in Git, there is a one branch which is called local. There is a one branch which is called remote. There is one branch called temporary. Okay. Now this, before coming back to this one types of branches, let me create few branches and then work on it. So now guys, look at my screen here. Here I am creating touch command, some file1.txt. Git commit I'm doing, git add and git commit. This is my commit, first commit. This is my first commit, and this is my second commit. Okay, and this is my third commit. These are the fake commits I'm creating just for the visualizations. Now, if you see that git log, I have a three commits, one commit, second commit, third commit. Now, if you see that git branch, it will give you the all the branches. See how many branches you have. So right now, this will give you the only local branches. Okay. So if you want to see the all the branches, so you just put -a for all, and all you have only one branches. Right now, I don't have any other branches. Okay. So I just said there are three types of branches: local branch, remote branch, and the temporary branch. I'll show you this one little later. Okay. So right now I am in a master branch. How come I know? Because Git Bash is telling you are in master branch. Now, I mean, if you're using some other command line, how do you know which branch you are? You see this asterisk sign? So asterisk signs, wherever it will be there, that you are in the current branch. That means you are seeing the code which you see on your local directory here. That is a master branch basically. Okay. So how do we create a branches? Simple. Git is very simple. Git v1 branch. See, now I created a branch. See, so I created a v1 branch from the master, but still I am right now in the master branch. So you want to change that to the v1 branch? What to do? So creating a branch is just so easy. I just run this command and created a branch. Now I want to move back to the v1 branch because I want to work with it. So git checkout v1. Yes. So if you do the checkout, you'll that the code which you see in your local directory, which is coming from the Fun branch. See, so again you want to go to the master branch, checkout master. See, I'm in the master branch. Again you want to go back to the Fun branch. You are in Fun branch. Okay, sorry, what happened? Git checkout Fun branch. So that is how you create the branches and move the branches within it. Okay, so now are you clear with it? How do we create branches and how do we, check out the branches which
Raj,
we are
I
working?
have I have one question, Raj. Here we have all this file one, file two, file three in the master, right? And then created a branch called field, and then we did a checkout. How these files from master branch came to this field branch?
So you forgot that. See that here I created a Fun branch from the master branch, right? I was in the
Okay.
branch master and from that I created one new branch Fun. So here what will happen? See that this is a commit, parent commit was this one. So and parent commit was this one. So remember that it's a parent relationship. So if you call this one, all this their parents will come along with.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, got
Got
it.
it? So here that is how you got all three commits because the parents we have it. Now I have a three commits here also. Why? Because the master has a three commit and I created a branch P1 from the master. Now the question is how do we commit that in the P1 branch? Same way, you know that very well. So let me do the some fake commit p1.txt git add hyphen all git commit adding phi1. This is the one commit I made it in the phi1 and phi2.txt and then let me make one more commit phi3.txt. Here I just made this. Now if you see that git I mean phi1 branch, I have a six commit here. So three commit which you got it from the master and the remaining three commits. Okay. So now here you have a six commit and now if you go and check out the master branch, see here, and I still have a three commits. That means master branch is behind three commits. So now the question is how do we create a branch? How to switch that to the branch? How do we work with the branch? Are you clear with it? All of you?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Okay, so now the question is, see, guys, here the branching, there are two branches, and now that when there is a two branches, you merging will happen. So now remember that the scenario is in this here. Let me draw the picture one more time, clear one. So now what I did here, I created one branch from here, and that's a fee one, and I committed three commit, one commit, two commit, and three commit. Now in the master we have one commit, two commit, three commit, and the few one we have all six commit because I created few one from the master. So now see technically see any bit merging you can do between the any branches. Mind it, merging you can do between the any branches. So here if you do the merging, so here these three commits will come now, but if you do the master opposite merges to the few one, it will not make any sense because these three commits already a part of the few one. So it will not happen. I mean, there's no sense for it. So here you have to merge the few one with master, then only it will make sense. Correct now? All of you?
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So what I'm trying to say, you can merge between the any two branches. Now, guys, here you should know merging strategy. That is important. Merging strategy. You know what? There's so many merging strategies available in the Git. I think more than 15 strategy. Let me show you here. See here. There's one merging strategy recursive. There's one merging strategy resolve. There is one merging strategy octopus, Rs, subtree. And by the way, this is not a complete list actually. So if you go to documentation official one, then you will see that here. ORT, Rs, theirs. These are the few one. Again, you see that, scroll down and see that so many strategy. Don't get lost. You don't need to learn everything. It's all once in a year, once in a 6 months, some of the requirements will come and then you get to know those strategy. Then what strategy we are going to learn? So one of the strategy which we use a lot, that is called fast forward strategy. Okay, fast forward. We have this fast forward here. It's not coming here. Maybe it's got changed or what? This is the official documents. It should be having it, but unfortunately, I'm not finding it. Anyways, so there's one most important strategy is fast forward. Okay. Second one is recursive merge. Okay, and this we call it sometimes three-way merge also. And the last one which I'm going to teach you, cherry picking. This is my favorite. Okay, so these are the three types of merging which you need to know, and 90% of the merges will happen with this one until you have some special scenarios. Okay, so now what is a fast forward merge? What happened? Okay, why it is not mentioned here? I just recall this because a default merge, so no need to teach actually. I mean, you need to learn, but I mean default merge. It's a built-in merge actually. So recursive merge and cherry picking. So these are the three, merge strategy which you have to follow. Now the question is, you will ask, what is a fast forward? What is recursive? What is a cherry picking? So first, let's understand the fast forward. Okay. So guys, here understand this. Here, Fun branch, you have a three extra commit. Master branch, you have a three commits. Fun branch, the base is this one. Remember that base. Look at the base is important. Parent. And after that, there is any commit? No. Correct now? So if the branch which has come from the parent branch and the parent branch has no extra commit, and then the target branch has some extra commit. So if you do this merge, this is called fast forward merge because there is no conflict here. These three objects automatically come here and sit here, and one, two, three. So this strategy by default is a built-in. This is called fast forward merge. Are you clear? So, all of you?
Can you come again on that, Raj?
Simple. I mean, don't complicate your minds right now. Here, there's a master branch, there's a Fun branch. Fun branch I created from the last commit of the master branch. After that master branch, there's no commit. Fun branch, we have some additional commit. This merge, when you do the two branches, this is called fast forward merge. That means these three commits, extra commits, which will come and sit without any conflict. Clear?
Yeah. So what if
Okay.
somebody else have taken out from, like, it's just not one
So
developer who
that
has.
that will that will be next. That will be
Okay.
next.
Okay.
Recursive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is called fast forward. Right now, guys, if you remember that, I have a git log. Here you have a three commit, but I don't like this so many output. So I just want shortcut. See here. These are the three commit in the master, and I'm checking out the git fee, checkout fee, fee1 by the way. And here if you see that I have a 6 commit. That means fee1, see till here it is mastered, you see, and then these are the additional commits you have in the fee1. So what I'll do, I'll go back to the checkout master because you have to be in a receiving branch. Okay. And then you make a merge. How do you merge? Git merge and fee1. That's all, very simple. Git merge fee1. You need to be in receiving branch. I repeat, you need to be in receiving branch to merge the fee1. So if I do that git merge fee1, enter. And can you tell me which approach has been followed for merge? Anywhere do you see the fast forward merge? All of you?
Yeah, that third line, fast forward.
Yes. So there's no
Right.
conflict happen. And if you see the history of the master, now you have a 6 straight commit. Three commits I made it, and as part of the master, and remaining three is a part of the Fun, which I merged it, and you got it. Simple. So this is called fast forward merge. This is the merge which we all like it a lot. But now the question is, on realistic, it may not be the fast forward merge. What will be the merge? Let me show you that one more image. So now understand this. This is the master branch. We have one commit in the master branch and one more commit. Now, guys, what happened? From the here we decided that we create a fee1 branch, and then fee1 branch we committed, fee1 branch again we committed. But after the some time, you know what? Master branch also someone has committed. This commit may come directly commit, or maybe some different branches has merged this. Okay, so some additional commit I am come again here also I am committing, here also I am committing, and then here also some more commit has come from the somewhere. So now, guys, this strategy, this merge which you have it is called three-way merge, or sometimes we call it a recursive merge. Actually, we call it recursive merge. Sometimes we also call it three-way merge, because three-way merge is the algorithm name. Okay, so now what happened? Fee1 branch, what is the base? So Fee1 branch base is this one. So this whole commit will try to merge here, but they will find that head is here. So this scenario is considered as a recursive merge. Are you understanding, all of you?
Mm-hmm.
All of you?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me show you some of the scenarios here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the commit touch. Please mind it. Look at my screen. Fake commit I'm doing touch master1 dot txt git add all and git commit hyphen m adding master one. So this is one commit I made it. After that, what I'll do, git checkout fee1, and here 4 5 fee4, mind it, fee4, and one more commit fee5. See here, look at the screen, and then check out master again, and here let's make it master 2, two additional commit I made it, and one more, let's make it 3. Remove the flow, and then again check out the master fee, and then let's do the fee1 5 6 and so on. If you remember, first I made the commit in the master, then I check out that fee1, made the 2 commit, again check out the master, made the 2 commit, again check out the fee1 and made the another commit. Are you comfortable so far? This scenario, are you okay?
Yes.
Now, guys, remember that fee1 branch is based on the, look at this here, git log git log hyphen hyphen online. See here, fee1 branch, the
Right.
last merge which was happened here, this is the master, if you remember. Okay, so that means the fee1 branch created with the base this one, but right now the base head is changed here. So now if you do the merges to these branches, then this will be considered as a recursive merge. Let me show you. So git checkout master and merge and fee1, merging the fee1 all the extra commit, and see here there is a conflict, but git will resolve this conflict. And now but they'll say, hey, I'm trying to merge, but you have to tell me what is the reason for it. You have to give the reason for it. Say, editor, please enter the commit message to explain why this merge is necessary, especially if the merge and updated upstream into the topic branch line da, da, da. So give some reasoning, save it and exit. Now you tell me which merge strategy has come. ORT, which is a recursive merge. Understood now?
But this one is fast forward right now, Raj, because what we did is we had this fee branch and we are merging just the fee branch to the master.
Yes.
So which means that it is a fast forward.
No, 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 no. It is not a fast forward, no?
We created a fee, no, we created some commits in fee branch, and then what we did is we merged that to the master. We did like last time.
Okay, okay. You have to go back to the history. Probably you are getting confused with that. Let me explain it to you one more time. What we did, this is the master branch. Whole story I'm just showing you. This is the master branch, okay? In the master branch, we committed 1, 2, 3. From here, we created a few one. I committed 1, 2, 3. Now, when we merge this one, this is called fast forward merge. So 1, 2, 3. So right now, master and few one both are the same, right? Same state. So then
Yes.
now I started that recursive merge story, the one which I shared.
Then what we did is we created a few more files in master and we created few more no touch files in fee, and then
Correct.
we tried to merge fee to the master.
Yeah, don't say file. I committed basically. Here I committed, then here I committed, here I committed, here I committed. Now that base is still this one. For base was here this one, but here I committed, so base got changed. So now when you merge these two branches, this is called recursive merge, ORT.
Okay, so now the head will go to the last of the master, is
Right.
it?
Now I want to show you that. I want to show you
Okay.
that. You check it out. Look at this. See that here. Look at this.
Right.
Till here we did the fast forwarding merge. Ignore this master commit I did. Remember that after that I check out the fee 4 fee 5
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and then again got back to the master, again got back to the fee 6, and this now you are seeing. So now you see that ORT merge, they capture the timestamp. Based on the timestamp they created a relationship, a child and parent relationship, and then got it.
So when we look at in log, git log, right, Raj, the last action will be on the top, not at the bottom.
Timestamp based on the commit timestamp it has taken. So now that parent for this one is this one, but parent for this one is this one, which is the part of the different branch, but now it's the same. And this is the object.
Okay.
Got it, all of you?
Yeah.
Rajesh, is it ORT the latest one, or like previously we used to get recursive, no? Like ORT is the latest
Recursive is
one
equal
of
to
the
ORT. Recursive is equal to ORT. They have modified a little bit of what do you say?
yes,
What do you
the
say?
internal,
That algorithm they have modified. And
yes,
see here. So they improve that. That's I mean we should not deviate from. I mean recursive. Just call it this algorithm is called
okay,
three-way merge.
okay, okay.
Okay, so now guys, here I have showed you the two demo. Now fast forward is the one which we love it. Recursive merge also Git will take care of it, everything automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Now cherry picking. What is the cherry picking? As I said, this is my favorite one because I can pick what I want. So guys, what happens? Let's discuss about it. See what happens. People are committing here. I don't care. Too many things. Here is committing. Here is being committed between the two branches. So lots of commits is coming here and there. I don't care. But you know what? I don't want all this of this fee one branch. I don't want. I know that only this matters to us a lot. Only this object. Cherry means object. Cherry. Imagine the cherry picture. So this is all the objects. I want to pick one, not everything. I want to pick only one and pick one and merged with the master. Not everything I want. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. Only I want this. So this is called cherry picking. Okay. So how do we do that? That's very simple. Let me show you that. So let me go to the check out the fee one branch, and here I'm committing touch cherry 1.txt git add hyphen all git commit hyphen m cherry 1 enter cherry 2 cherry 3. I'm committing multiple one, right? 3 cherry 4 cherry 5. Guys, I got a 5 cherry. Which one you want to pick it up? Tell me.
Cherry 2.
Cherry 2. So remember, the cherry 2 will get the cherry 2.txt. Agree with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check it out. Master, civil branch, and done. Remember that there is no cherry as such you can see on my screen. So I'm just picking up git cherry pick. That's the command. Okay, and then cherry 2, which is this is the commit ID, shortcut, and enter. And now see here. Did you get a cherry 2.txt? And there's no other cherry.
Yes.
So this is my favorite one. Whichever you like it, you get it, and this is how we do that. So most of the 90% of the searches, I'm sorry, merges, which happen based on the strategies and so on. All of you are clear now? How? So
Uh,
question what I asked?
yeah, Rajesh, can you please tell me cherry pick is the command or a comment?
Comment or command? What exactly? I just it was a command actually.
Okay, sure. Got it,
See,
Rajesh.
cherry hyphen pick.
So there
Yeah,
is
yeah.
no need for commit, is it?
What is that?
There is no need for commit. I just
No,
uh,
no, no. In a branching, why do you need to commit? Automatically it commit. No, I mean you saw that, right? It's committed object we merge that. No, we don't see concept will come when you want to take the staging to the repository. I'm talking the repo to repo. No,
right. So yeah, it's a merge. So this merge. Okay, check it.
right?
Okay, that's it. Got it. Thank you.
That's one question.
Okay, so guys, these
Cherry,
are the strategy. By the way, yeah, some question.
the cherry pick, we pick one commit or two, three we pick at a time.
Yes, you
I
can
want
take it up the few minutes. You can take it up. So let me try this one. Cherry pick and multiple. Okay, so this time I'm taking the cherry 3 and cherry 4. Cherry 3 and cherry 4. Oh, sorry, my bad. And here you got it, cherry 3 and cherry 4. See here, this is 3 and this is 4.
okay, okay.
Raj, on real-time scenarios, right? In any companies, right? So only either recursive or cherry pick will be the most used merging strategy. I would say, I mean, correct me if
I
I'm
would
wrong.
say,
First,
based on my experience, 50% of the merges I have seen fast forward. They block the master branch to avoid that too many commits from the different sources. Remaining 30% recursive, 20% either cherry pick or some other strategy because there's so many other strategies are also there, but hardly use. I mean, depends on that.
okay. Oh, they do use fast forward.
Yes, yes. Fast forward is a default one, right? Default one.
Okay.
Okay, so now guys, you saw that how do we merge? Okay, and out of which fast forward is the very popular one. But guys, you know what happened? What will happen? In the reality, you will always merge, and then both the branches will have a different commits, and then you will end up with recursive merge. But you know what? We don't like this recursive merge very much. Why? Because it spoil the graph actually. Okay. So Git K is one of the tool which is inbuilt in Windows. When you install the Git, this will also you get it. So this spoil the graph basically. Okay, you see that graph again. By the way, I'm using the command line. I'm teaching you. because I want you to be strong on the fundamentals. But these are all things you have to try with the Visual Studio Code also, Eclipse also. I mean, a lot of UI tools are there. That's not a problem. But I want you to practice as a DevOps engineer command line, because you've been strong in the command line, you strong everywhere. Okay. So there's so many graphs problem is there. So can we avoid this recursive merge? Can we avoid this recursive merge? How to avoid the recursive merge? So that is something which we need to discuss. How to avoid the recursive merge? So guys, it's a very simple thing, and do let me know if you understood or not. So guys, here what happens? Please focus. Recursive merge happens only if the target branch base is the older branch of the source. Oh, sorry, source branch is the base is the old commit of the target branch. Correct now?
Yes.
Now, can we do one thing? Can we change this base from here to here? Then which merge will happen? Tell me.
Fast forward.
Fast forward. Wonderful. So the question is, how do we change the base? So I can teach you that one, but you know what? You should not use this command in the branch which you have used in the public. Public means the one which you have used with the team. If it is your personal branch, you can use it. But if it's not a personal branch, it's used shared by the multiple people, then you should never use it. That means if you're working on the certain branch as a team, you should never use it this command. But if you're working alone and no one is going to get impacted because of this, then you should do that. Because if the moment you change the base, then it will impact everyone. So if you are the person who is using this brand, then that's fine. So how do we change the base? Let me show you. So here guys, I'm going to change the base. So where are you? So git check out v1. Okay. So now guys, I'm going to change the base. So here git rebase. That means we are going to change. Rebase means changing the base using of the which branch? Master. Enter. And now you have successfully changed the rebase. Now when you do git checkout, and now when you merge git merge v1, this should be recursive. Sorry, fast forward merge. See you fast forward. Did you understand the rebase concept, all of you?
Yes.
So, but be careful. This command is very dangerous. Okay, so now this is something which I taught you. How do we merge? Now, guys, next thing is how do we do the conflict resolution? Conflict resolution. So, guys, understand this. It's very important concept. This is the this is the this is the master branch. This is the v1 branch. There is one file which you have, and there's a one file, same file you have in this branch also. Now, guys, understand this. Here you modify the line number 1, line number 2, line number 1, line number 2. Here the content of line number 1 is I love India. Content of the line number 2 is I love DevOps. Here content of the line number 1, I love myself. Second, I love what? Food. Okay, so see here guys, the problem which we have, understand this. This is your code. Okay, so in the code, same line, same file and same line, you are saying, hey, the code is here, and in the other branch you say the code should be here. So Git cannot solve this problem. Why? Because Git does not have that knowledge which code is appropriate for your functionality. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
But
Yes.
the whole
Yes,
reason we
yes,
do
yes.
branching is that to make some kind of commit, right? Some kind of
Of
changes in
course.
the code.
uh, isolate the isolate the environment from the production and all do R&D in the different places, and then if you're sure, then bring back to the code to the main branch.
Okay.
So here in the scenario, same file, two different branches, same line, you are saying, hey, I need this code. And other branches you said, yeah, I need this code. Now this code, these issues cannot be resolved by Git. Why? Because Git cannot give you the logical knowledge. So in this case, what will happen? Git will flag the merge conflict, saying that boss, I cannot resolve this conflict. It's a code issues. You have to tell which one you want. You want I love India or I love myself. You have to tell us. Okay, so let me create a conflict situation and then I'll show you the demo. How do we resolve it? Okay, so there is one file which is called file1.txt. Okay, in the master. So I modify this one file1.txt, and here line number one, this is Rajesh 1, this line number 2, this is Rajesh 2. Okay, simple. Now I git add, git commit, and done. Commit. Okay, now I'll go and change the same file in the fee1 branch and git vi fee1. This is Rajesh 100. This is the code which you have changed it. Rajesh something like this. Git add and commit. Are you comfortable now? Same file. I modified the same line. Now, can we merge now? Git checkout master. Are you okay, all of you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Okay, guys. So look at my screen here. Git merge fee1. And see here, read this auto merging in this file1.txt, conflict content merge conflict in a da, 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 automatic merge failed, fix conflict and then commit the result. Simple. And now that's it. One of the reason I love git bash, because they tell me I'm in a conflict. Okay, so now typically the conflict has to be resolved through the editor, because the code merge you have to decide which code you wanted. But because the just hardly 2 lines, so I'll use the vi editor. So now if you do the git status, see here, this file is modified. Go to this, modify this file and fix the conflict. Remember that conflict has to be resolved manually. Remember. So here there's a head which is the master branch. This is the fee1 branch coming from that. If you open through the notepad or some editor, it will be wise, because you can decide which code you wanted. But right now hardly it's a 2 line. So I am going for and saying, hey, I want this code. Save it. Git add and commit. Have to add and commit. Done. And now conflict is resolved. Again, if I'm merging, there's no problem. So now git, remember that you resolve the conflict manually and add and commit and good to go. So that means in this kind of scenario, you have to resolve that conflict manually. Did you understand, all of you?
Yeah.
This is a simple file
Yes,
that we
yes.
can manually edit it, but let's say if it is having some 500, 1000 lines of code, then this will be difficult, right? The conflict resolution.
So that is a job of the programmer. No, you have to tell us which code you want. Git cannot tell you that code which one you like it. Correct? No,
Right.
whether it's 1,000 lines of code or 5 lines of code, but developer has to tell. Git will flag that conflict, but you have to. I mean, developer has to resolve this, and developer has a flex. The developer has a flexibility whether they want the one branch or second branch or something from the both the branch. So this is the manual work actually. Git cannot help you in this.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Thank you.
So, Raj, I have a question here. So every time we check out a branch and make any changes to in any configuration file or anything in the code, right? So we will have this conflict every time.
So see, that's what I said. conflict, there are certain conflict will be resolved by Git, which is like recursive conflict. If you remember, it got resolved. But the code level conflict, Git cannot help you. You have to resolve. Developer has to resolve.
Okay. When you say recursive conflict, that is more like adding something to the existing code, but we are not touching anything in the base code,
Yeah, yeah. Your
right?
conflict you have at the commit level, but not a code level, then that's a recursive. But if you have a code level conflict, then we have to interrupt. I mean, you have to intervene actually.
Okay.
Rajesh, but the question she asked is every time when we do commit, do we need to rectify this? I think the answer is no, right?
Uh, every time when you commit, what you said?
The time when we commit something, it is not required to, we will not get this issue, right? Only if same file
There is
is
a
being edited,
okay,
then
okay.
only we'll get
There are
it.
certain best practices are there you need to follow in order to avoid this manual conflict. What happens, I'll tell you. Where the conflict is coming, so when the developers commit the code, please remember that when the developer commit the code before pulling, that means, understand this way in realistic scenario. What happens, so there is one developer and he has committed some code and to modify the same line. Now this developers, what others is working on it, so this developer has not pulled the code and start working on it. What rather what he has done it, he modify the code, add and commit, and then try to push or pull. Then this conflict is coming. So the certain best practices are there. Always pull before commit, before push, and commit also. You should, before modifying the code, always pull the code, then start modification, so that you can minimize that chances actually. Okay, so this is something which we have a conflict and stuff like that. So these are the branching, merging, and conflict resolution. Now undoing. What is undoing? So let's understand this way. I hope you
Rajesh, one
remember that.
second. Uh,
Yeah.
Rajesh, sorry. How to use this hours and theirs, that strategy, if I want to
So here,
automatically resolve. Yeah.
So what you can do, I'll tell you, very simple. So what I did, if you remember, I modified the file and deleted one of this thing, and I deleted some of the things, and manually I did this. Rather, you can say, hey, either you take from the master or take from the theirs. That means fee one, so that you can modify this. You can run the commands and you can say ours or theirs, and automatically Git will make the changes. That means you are saying you are very sure, you are very much sure about it. In order to resolve the conflict, either you are taking the master one or the fee one. But that's I mean, that's if you're very much sure about it, then only you should use it. But what I did, I modify the code manually, review the code, see that what I needed from this or that, and then made a commit. That is a nice one.
Because last time when I tried that, it was not. I remember it was not working because I was doing it in very hurry burry. So I think it was not working. Let me check once. If it is not working, no, like I'll come back. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure. You can send the logs for it. It will be easy to understand the flow which you are following.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So now next thing is undoing. What is undoing? So undoing basically, if you remember that first day what I discussed in the Git, we have a three areas. Okay, one is workspace, work area. The second one is staging, and third one is repo. Okay, and then here you add git add. When you do, then it send the file from here to here, and then when you do the commit from here to here. So this we have discussed and we are sure about it. So what is undoing? So remember that you are the guy who always do add, commit, add, commit, add, commit. So but we want to do the reverse way. We want to do the reverse way. That means, see, I have got added some files, undo. I have some files in staging, undo. I have some But here you cannot undo. Actually, technically, you can do undo. There's a commands for everything, but I don't want to get into that because there are a hell lot of scenario. That I'll put it in this way. In a Git, everything is possible. Simple way. You just need to know porcelain command. Okay. So there's a hidden commands actually. Porcelain and Git. Porcelain and plumbing. See that there's a two command kind of commands. See here. So everything is possible. Git. I mean, if you're a developer mindset, everything is coming. Porcelain commands you have, plumbing commands you have. Everything is possible. But actually, we are learning Git for using purpose, not to to get to the extent and we spend entire life in the Git itself. Okay, so let's stick to the simple flow, the one which we use it. So undo means I got some files here. I want to get rid of that file. I got some files in staging. I want to send back to the working directory. I have a some commit, which is this one is a good commit, okay, and this is the bad commit. Now this bad commit is creating a trouble for the my release because everyone saying the last commit is a bad commit, which is spoiling your production environment. What to do now? Till you fix that bad commit, bring the good commit on top of the bad commit. This is called revert undo. So these are the things. How can we do that? Undoing the stuff. So let me show you. So if you have a file, let me show you this here git status. There's nothing to commit. Now there's one file I'm creating, touch clean dot txt. Now guys, you know that this file in working directory. Now, how can I undo the things? I have this file in working directory, undo the things. So the command is git clean hyphen d. By the way, you don't need this command. You can just simply delete the file if it is not committed, then it will go. And you see here, gone. Okay, now there's one file I will introduce, and the file name is reset.txt. Now this is in working directory. I will send to staging. I send to staging. You see that staging. Now I want to bring back to the working directory. How to do that? So command is git reset, and here now it got back to the working directory. Simple. Now how can you do at the undo at the repo level? So let me commit some good and bad commits. So touch good.txt git add git commit hyphen adding. Okay, this is a good commit. I'm going to, okay, bad commit also, bad commit. So now if you see that, guys, look at my screen. So here you have a adding is a good commit and this is the bad commit, right? So if you see the difference between these two commits, so get a diff this one and this one. See the difference between the bad.txt, between the good and bad. So what to do? This is failing this. So I want bring this one on top of that one. So what to do? So there is one command which is called git revert. Revert. Which one you want to revert? This one. And paste it. And it will ask you why you are reverting. Give me the region. I say whatever the region, save it. And now if you see the chain, technically guys, this commit and this commit should be the same, and this commit and this commit should be having the differences. So git diff this one and this one, see nothing difference. And now this one and this one, the bad.txt. So this is a way you can do undo. So which are the command I use to undo? Clean, one of the commands, reset, another command, and this one last command which I used, revert. Okay, so these are the popular command for undoing the stuff reverse way and so on. Are you comfortable, all of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now this is called undoing. Guys, what is a tagging? Okay, so what is tagging? So guys, see here, tagging, labeling is not a new concept which we are using from 30 years. Whenever you reach to the milestone, you want to tag it. Simple. You want to tag it. Why? Because you can't remember this so many commits ID. You can't remember that. See, right now hardly we have 20 just in 1 hour session, but in real time we'll have a thousands and thousands of commit compiled in a 1 year or not. So how do you differentiate which I released last year with version, see major release, minor release, hot patches? How do you remember all this thing? So typically, you know what we do? Tagging. So git tag hyphen list. There's no tag. So you want to create a tag. So this tag, see here, right now the last commit is this one, right? So you want to tag it. So git tag release 1.0. I tag it. See, now we got a tag. Now with this tag, you can push it to the GitHub also. GitHub also. Origin release this way. I have not connected right now. Just give me some time. I'll connect. You can push it. So here you can see those tags. So this is the way these tags will be identified. Next time you can pull this tag. You can you can push to this tag. Many things you can do that, just like branches. Okay. So this is the tagging way. Stashing, I will ignore it. Why? Because you will not use it, because you are not hardcore developers every day, you are working on the code level. So I'll ignore it because it's for the developer handy too. Now this is important for you, git ignore. What is a git ignore? Guys, let's understand this way. Now this is my directory where I write a code daily. And what I do after writing a code, I compile also, do the compile, like if you are a Java developer, then Java compile, or Maven compile, or Gradle compile, or Composer compile if you're a PHP developer or something like that. You do that. In the node you install something. So what happens when you compile, this is the source code, but lots of additional libraries and vendor files get added. Guys, you don't want that vendor file to be added as part of the Git. Why not? Because that you don't need to deploy, because that command you will run out over the production server, automatically you get it. So you should not feed those codes with the library file, third party dependencies file, the binary file. You should not commit in the git. So how do we ignore it? Because if I do the git add all, which is my habit, it will get added automatically in staging and then commit. And once you commit, it will be there forever, right? So how do we ignore it? How do we ignore it? That's the question. And for that, we need to understand how to ignore it. So let's say there's one directory I'm creating. Please remember mkdir build folder. Okay. Now if you see that git status, git does not recognize the empty folder. But the moment I fill some files in the build, some exe file, okay, see that started recognizing it. I don't want at any cost the build directory or the any files, such files should be committed as part of the staging and commit. Mistakes may happen. So can we inform the git, hey git, do one thing, you don't read those files. You always ignore those files and folder. Can we do that? Yes. So what you have to do, you have to create one file which is called .gitignore. Okay. This is not a command, it's a file. You have to create a file, and in this file you have to write a relative path. For example, build. Okay, relative path. It can be multiple files, directories, all these relative paths you can specify. And now if you see that not build is not detecting, git ignore is detecting, you can ignore, you can add that in that also. See here. So now because git is not able to detect that file which is there in the folder, but git is not reading it, so by mistake also adding and commit will not happen. Are you understanding, all of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So it's a utility, you can say. That's the reason you find most of the git repository, this file you will find it. Okay, so please remember that. Okay, so now we have a few more topics of push versus pull, remote branches, which is branching type somewhere, right? Remote and tempo branches, which we have not discussed so far, and then GitHub CI, which is pending, and some of the org label also is pending. Okay, so these are the topics we'll cover in an required 40 minutes. So before that, let's have one break. Grab your tea, coffee, restroom, and personal calls. And once you come back from that, then we'll have this topics. Will that be okay for everyone?
Yes, Rajesh. Rajesh will be covering.
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@debugschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.